my uncle and his twin boys. They brought me these today, Sunday evening. They're very pretty. Sunday evening, and this is basically the last vlog in the Quiet Chronicles. And the only vlog in those Quiet Chronicles that will probably get included on the chronicles that I post for like vlogs on YouTube. But I had like just private little snippets all along about being pregnant, and it's been nice to have that just for myself, so I'm gonna keep that to myself. But I will include this one just because it's like the last moment before she comes to the world. Surprise, it's a she. And I knew it. Like, that's what's funny. Like, I remember a very long time ago, I was watching random YouTube videos with people doing like testing old wives' tales about whether it's a boy or a girl. And this one girl, she was doing all these tests, and it said it was a girl. And she was like, I don't know though, I feel like it's a boy. And I looked at the video, and it was actually an older video. So I went to her page, and I saw the other videos on her channel, more recent, and it ended up being a boy just like she thought. And I remember leaving the comment like, they say your mother knows, you know, and she was just like, LOL. I thought about that because throughout this whole time, the people that did know, they've been like, even the nurses, when I got in here, everyone's like, oh, I think it's gonna be a boy. It's a boy, it's a boy, it's a boy. And like the whole time, people are like, oh, maybe it's a boy. I think it's gonna be a boy. And for some reason, I didn't say anything, like, you know, because people are just like guessing. They're excited. They like making their guesses, and it's fun. So I was just like, we'll see, you know. No one was being like crazy about it, so I didn't see any harm. The whole time they're doing that, I was like, it's gonna be really funny when it comes out and it's a girl. Just because I just had like an inkling, and it's not the strongest inkling in the world for me anyway, but it was just something where I was sitting there like, you know. I didn't mention gender at all when I'm making my little Quiet Chronicles, just because like, just in case I was wrong, I didn't want, like, you know, the baby to feel that, like, oh, is that what you wanted? Is that why you kept talking about it? And it was like, no, but I'm just saying that's how I felt, you know what I'm saying? And maybe it's just the simple fact of, because it's inside you, you can't help but maybe feel that energy. That can be a whole discussion in itself. I really don't know. I'm not a genetic scientist. I feel in my bones is gonna start, like, all the business is gonna start like between 9 and 10 a.m. like when they move me to the other unit and all this stuff. I had to stop drinking fluids and eating at midnight. I just dumped everything so I wouldn't get like confused in the night, wake up, take a sip of water. So I just dumped everything, packed up all my little stuff, because I don't know if I'm coming back to this room or not. Look at this thing. I cannot wait to take this hair out. I am gonna finish my homework. I'm going to hopefully it gets accepted because it's late now. I have to, in the morning, I think I'm not gonna be able to write anything until Tuesday. I'm calling this week a wash. Started 2 new classes for the new part of the semester this week, and I did no homework for them because it's been so touch and go. Like, we had a whole emergency on Friday, a very hectic like end of the week, and so my plans for homework kind of got like shot to hell. So I'm hoping that the new classes, I can write the professors by Tuesday or Wednesday and ask if I can make up that first week, because I finally just caught up in the other 2 classes. It's just been a lot. Like, things, when they talk about what they be saying, that is an old phrase, and it's basic, you make plans and God laughs. And like, even if you don't believe in God, it's just basically just saying like, you can make plans, but sometimes life will do what life is going to do. So you need to be able to adjust your sails. I think a lot of devastation in my life personally comes from trying to be too rigid about how things are gonna go, And I noticed when things turn out the best is not when I just leave things up to chance. It's more like when I make a plan with contingencies, or I make a plan that, when you can control what you can control, the things you can't control, you can't control. So don't plan for things that you can't control. And, just plan for what to do in the event of change. I think that's been the best thing I've told myself. Like, just plan for change. And again, people can take that how they want. Like, you can plan or you can't plan. You can hope and you can dream and you can do whatever. But you can always prepare. I think of plan more like a preparation, not a rigid way, not a rigid rule. So think of plans as preparations for multiple things to happen, especially when you're trying to get to a goal. You got to work towards your goal. You have to make a plan. But that plan is really just preparation, because it might not go like A, B, C, D. It might go A, J, F, Z, K, B, C. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes that happens for some people. And sometimes it doesn't. Other people, they might make a plan and it goes exactly to plan. That's just how it goes. Everyone's different. Life is different for everybody. So don't be hard on yourself about plans falling through or whatever. Just prepare yourself for the changes. Make a new plan and adjust. And that's what we've been doing. We've been adjusting. So I hope I can continue to show you guys just me adjusting one day at a time. I like to pretend I go with the flow. So let's see how I do. So, as you can see, this looks very different from the hospital. It's because I busted out of the joint. And I'm at my dad's house. Well, furniture gets delivered to my apartment. I'm debating staying another night. I don't know, for convenience and stuff. He said I can take this chair. So, that's a lot of fun. I'm going back to the hospital today. And I have the beginning of a concept week. And it's called Soft Witch. So it's like a soft healing era. And if you have been on this channel, even the smallest modicum of time, you would see like just doing dibble dabble in aesthetics. Well, really not this channel, but Delicate Dark Girl. You see the makeup version. But anyway, I have a whole list of things that are like soft witch era, clothes wise, food wise. And I didn't put makeup because I might do some, I don't know, but mostly it's probably gonna be skincare. So right now I'm really just focusing on healing. And yeah, so I'm trying to focus on the healing portion inside and out. And then I'll worry about more aesthetics later. My aunt got me this and two other babas, which, she just knew exactly what I needed. And she got it just quietly. Like, she saw me come in and then she disappeared. And then she comes back with a Ross bag. She got these for me because they were like one size fits all. Very light fabric. So it's perfect. It's exactly what I needed. And I'm going to wear the other dress. One's like more of a bona fide dress, less than a kaba. This one's more of a kaba, baba kind of situation. Then there's another one that's more of a kaba situation. My brother was talking about going to the store and getting a piece of fabric, take it to my aunt who's going to sew it. And my dad was like, "You think this is a year's project?" It was funny. My dad brought me a boiled egg this morning. I'm going to eat the thing I hate the most, trail mix, and try to keep drinking water because I feel very dehydrated. But other than that, I feel really was gonna say good, but there's so much pain. There's pain, but this time, unlike last time I had surgery, this time there's actually pain medicine. The difference in hospitals is crazy.
We'll do it live.
Oh, that's where you flip.
We'll do it live!
But when it comes to exactly how we got to a point of producing so much content.
Look at that. You see what happens? Because there's a crack in the screen protector right where the thing is. Now it looks like everything's got this weird little gradient. I'm wearing all black, and Menson's very colorful and nice. What? Looking into taking magnesium pills. Maybe aspirin, just for the next couple weeks. It said preeclampsia was supposed to resolve itself within days to 6 weeks, and then I saw something that said 12 weeks. So basically, I'm just going to be highly vigilant for the next 3 months and observe what's happening. Right now, my body's still going through trauma shock. You know, it's been 6 days post-op. And I have to remember that even if every hour feels like a year because of psychological, mental, emotional trauma, it's kind of messed up that I'm downplaying what happened. Anyway, the point is, every hour feels really long, but it's not. It's only been 6 days. And I just started writing, it takes 3 days to get over the common cold. What are you expecting? Anyway, he did a good job picking this place. It's got 2 bedrooms. And it's a lot bigger than the old place. And it's funny. I think I said this already, but it's in a complex behind the complex where I was living when we first met. So I think that's super cute. First outing. Check. TV on check. Keys and food check. All kinds of accoutrement. Backpack check. Baby check. Nervous check. Getting past time. I can't wait to put contacts in you.
Well, yeah, continue. Continue
About
your territorial nature.
the increase in value. Even after a couple days of decrease in value, I would hold off that week in selling it. If not, I would commence selling a portion of the stock at the end of the week. Should I be saying stock? Expensive coin, but I didn't want to field more losses than necessary. What do we think? Okay. Do you want to hear something a little more interesting? At what point do you stop missing home? At what junction do you grow up? Sometimes it strums me. It feels like a sad, sad song that tucks itself to bed at night between my ears, a constant aching. It's different when it's a change you used to wish and daydream about in every color, every flavor of independence. It isn't because the world is hard. A broken heart hasn't driven me from the world. There's no job rejection I haven't already got that could make me curl up and want to wither away. Oh, excuse me. It is, very simply, nostalgia. Not for childhood, but for the deeply familiar. The I know where everything is and always has been, down to the smell of it. But you can't make a new home from the doorway of an old one. Is that sad?